Hey folks, I hope you're doing well and welcome back to another episode of the My Career, My Team, never know which one to call it. Anyway, F1 ownership game mode on F1 2020. So, just done race 2 in Vietnam and now we're prepping for race 3 in China. But first we're going to sort out all this. So, try and figure out which way is the best to do it, fit in the most days. But I've decided that need to get the car doing better, because right now, yes, we've got the pace, but we're going to be turning the difficulty up, so that's not guaranteed to last. I've got to say that I do like all these areas that they've done for the team. Oh, I've just seen the chassis poor. That's not good. Let's have a quick look, see what's going on. Oh, that's failed. Let's hopefully sort that out in the future. I have sped this up not to bore you all to death, don't worry. So many options and they've all got pros and cons. I just wish you could have them all. This is another thing as well I did decide. Mix around the engine a bit. In the end I decided that. Also got room for another sponsor. Trying to find the one with the most amount of money. I'm trying to remember who I actually went with in the end. I don't think it was any of these ones I'm looking at now. Again, got to be bloody careful deciding which one you go for to make sure the target is actually achievable, instead of just being blinded by the money and how much you can get. That one looked okay, but again I've been thinking about upping the race lengths after this one, so just let me know if you want to see longer races, and then I shall go with what the people want, because in the end I'm making this to be fun for you guys to watch, because you're taking the time out of your day to watch this stuff, so the least I can do is make it fun for you. That's a tricky one, but it's got some decent money and I've gone for it. What can possibly go wrong? What can possibly go wrong? There we go. Get the money coming in. I do need to make my mind up with this. Here we go. Supply HQ tour and simulator training. Yes, let's help out Ralph a bit. Improve both of our drivers. Well, my driver and himself. Also got the invitational event, which passed very simply. Got to drive the V8 Red Bull, which is always a nice car to drive. You can see why they won the title with it. So, advancing time to the Chinese Grand Prix. Do you think it's going to happen this year in 2021? I'm not so sure. Is there anything else we can just quickly put on the car? But at the same time, I don't want to bankrupt myself, so just going to go conservative at the same time. I noticed the chassis people are happier now as well, which is good. Yeah, come on, let's get that better rear wing on the car. And get that one sorted out as well. Happy days. Just one last flick through everything to make sure that this is where we actually want to do. And here we go. I'm quite a fan of all these programs that you got to do. It'd be nice if they actually lead to even further resource points in the future, which they do, but it'd be nice if we could actually find a way to increase the points we get back from it. But I think that's when you start spending the money through the team upgrades itself. So yeah, ooh. Car feels nice. So let's just skip the rest of it. Don't want to bore you guys again. 470 points, very nice indeed.
And with all the cars now over the line, let's see our top three again. Bottas.
That's a surprise. Third place. Soft tyres admittedly, yes, but still. It'd be nice if we did have that pace and got Ralph at the bottom there. But, you know, just first practice, we've got the resource points. Very, very nice. I do think going to properly start upgrading the car before the next race. Qualifying time. Looking forward to this, seeing where we actually do pace compared to the rest. Now we did put the difficulty up. Trying to think, is it 85 we're on? It's 85 or maybe even 90, I'm not 100% certain. But here we go, just down the back straight. I would like to see this race happen again in the future, but just don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. A quick flick through all the options. Round the last corner. Sorry, second to last corner. This is the last corner. Get your facts right. Come on. Here we go. Right, so braking nice and on time. And just letting the car roll around this corner. A quick squirt of throttle. And then into this second corner. This combination is very good for the overtaking. I'm quite a fan of it. And then blast down. Quick little kink. And then just after the 100 meter board we brake. Get it stopped, turned in just about in time. And then here we go. I love these corners so much. Just chuck it in. It sticks for the most part. A little bit of understeer. Second part, a bit more understeer, so we need to probably put a bit more on the front nose. A couple attempts get it into that corner. And another 2 attempts at the steering wheel. It does go into the corner, I promise you. Maybe not. Maybe not at all. Anyway, just rounding this nice corner with a bit of banking. This is a good corner to turn the engine up and overtake the AI, because they always seem a bit weak for some reason when it comes to racing around here, especially out of that corner. Don't know what it is, but just on the 100 meter board, if not before it. Still didn't brake enough in time. Straddle the curb. And then about the 50 meter board or just before it. Yep, clobber that as well, that always helps. And there we go, a 1:35.1. Not the best. So let's have a quick check on how Ralph is doing. 22nd at the moment, I don't think he's done a lap yet. And he's got quite the angry mob behind him. When it comes to the mid-season contract signing, shall we keep him, or do you think it might be time to do pastures new and look for someone else? Let me know in the comments below. He's got a very angry mob behind him. I do wish the computer didn't do this though. It just doesn't help. It's a bit silly to watch, and you know they wouldn't do it in real life, but I suppose that's the difference between AI and actual humans. Honda engine, a little bit weaker than the Mercedes, as you can see. I suppose he did have the slipstream though. And that's Perez just blasting past him. Although Ralph has decided that it's going to be him who's in the lead out of this little trio. The Mercedes dips out and says, no, that's enough from me. And then they have a drag race down the line. 205 mile an hour in the speed trap. I don't think I'll get into that. But anyway, second attempt. This lap's not really looking too hot first. And the understeer just kills us before, poof, just through a DHL board. I don't think that's quite what they intended when it came to sponsorship advertising. But, you know, they should be happy. And if they want to sponsor us, that'd be great. But I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon with the sponsors in the game. The yellow flag, apparently. I'm still doing 100 mile an hour, guys. Come on. It's hardly yellow flag worthy, is it? That's another thing I wish they would get rid of for the next game. So here we go. Attempt. Oh. I was going to say attempt 2, but that didn't exactly go to plan. Track limits. Yeah, screw that. So how did we do? Not interested at the top. 15th. That's quite decent actually, considering it was a scruffy-ish lap as well. Just the back of the midfield, Haas, Alphas and the Williams between myself and Ralph. This game does love a loading screen. Oh, hello. As much as possible. Imagine if you could type in your own responses to the question. But I don't think that would go very well. I'm sure I'll leave you guys to make of that what you will. Yeah, they're going pretty well. We're finding the difficulty. Upping the difficulty as well. Yeah, got to make it, keep everyone happy. Okay, level 6. And just about catching Ralph with the my own driver claim. Very nice. I love how they look in our direction, we look away. We look in his direction, he looks away. But anyway, onto the... rain? Racing in the rain. When was the last time China was wet? 2010? I think. Was it 2010? Oh, the chassis people are very happy. They've just gone from poor morale to really good morale. Was it the chassis people? I don't know. But anyway. Let's actually go into the race and... yeah.
Which driver is up to the task of claiming the Chinese Grand Prix? We're here in Shanghai.
No kidding, it's wet. No kidding.
1 and 2 will prove tricky in the slippery conditions here at Shanghai, and anyone that slides wide will lose a lot of time getting back on track. Turn 14 should still be the best place for overtaking, but we'll have to see some improvement in the weather before the drivers can take advantage of that DRS assistance.
We were close to earning some points last race. Let's see if we can get some here.
Strategy, strategy, strategy. What do we want? What do we want? It's only 14 laps. Should be able to do that on one set of tyres. However, with the wet, I do think how the front end was in qualifying. Gonna put the front wing up like so. I didn't realise we could affect that, but I don't know what it is, so I'm just gonna leave it be. Tyre pressures, I'm not really sure what to do. But anyway, race. 1 red light, 2 red light, 3 red light, 4 red light, 5 red lights. And we're away. Chinese Grand Prix. Oh, good second phase to start with the traction there. Look at that. Gone past Kvyat, right alongside Gasly and Stroll. Oh no. Oh yeah, back out of that. I'm going to keep my front wing. However, they drift wide, so we sneak back up the inside. It's probably 3 wide. Is it 3 wide? I don't know. I'm going to leave some space because I don't fancy getting turned around or a penalty for a collision. And there we go. I think I left it a bit too... Cheers, Gasly. Just shove me onto the curb, why don't you? And back down the inside. Can we get Stroll as well? Remember, we had a bit of a collision with him last race, so we'll give him some space this time, and I think he's given us space as well. Fantastic. So, what's that? P12, and I qualified P15. Overtaking the two Alpha Tauris then. And someone else, actually. Or did someone have a grid penalty, I wonder? Yeah, because I was on the right hand side, so someone must have had a grid penalty, but I can't think who it would be. Anyway, not my problem. P12 on the first lap. Just got to keep it together in this wet weather, because it's the first time we've driven the car in the wet. It would be nice if we could have pre-season testing in the future on this game. But, you know, maybe one day that'll happen, maybe not, with EA taking over it as of 2022, is it? F1 2022, they're going to take over it. So, how's Ralph doing?
We're leading our teammate by 3.8 seconds. They're on fresh inters. They're in 21st.
Oh, fair enough then. Maybe not quite the best. So, first lap just coming to a close. Bottas with the fastest lap. Shockingly, that's because he's in the lead. Trying to keep it on in that last corner, but that kind of sets the tone really for that corner with me in this race. Speed it up a bit. I did think I was closing at this point, but it's just the accordion effect of them slowing down, me speeding up. But anyway, what we got? Just into turn 4. That was close. Managed to keep our position though just ahead of Gasly. Gasly? Something very similar. And I noticed it was very strong there. I'll have to remember that for later. Not so strong here though. Very nearly wipe out Stroll. It's almost like he's got a vendetta. Well, me having a vendetta against him, but I don't, I promise. But anyway, skipping forward. Lap 4 now. In our favourite S's section. Once again, really showing our advantage. Oh, could I have a look at the no. Just a bit too much understeer in this car, unfortunately. Maybe next time if we're a bit closer. Or the time after. We'll see. We'll see how the race develops. So, proper close up on him here. Now we're on lap 5. Turn 4 or 5. So here we go, the S's this time. Can we make it happen? Oh my, look at that closing speed there. But then we lose a bit of it. So here we go, round the outside. If only the wet line was a thing, I'd have the grip. Up the inside. Oof. No. I think we'll let Stroll have it this time round. Yes, we don't want another collision. Here we go again, lap 6. Attempt 3 at this move now. Or maybe attempt 4 in total. Let's go for attempt 3 because it's the third attempt at this. I'll actually pull out so we can see. And look at that closing speed. They must brake or something. And then just eke it in. Can we do it? And dive. Yes. Don't run too wide though. Don't let him back pass. We have the move made. P11. Very nice. Lando Norris next. I nearly said Lando Bot then. 3-second time penalty. That's great, isn't it? Lap 8, 3-second time penalty. Not a lot of time left. So, let's get to work. You can probably guess what's I'm going for with this, because it does seem to be me, only me, overtaking in this whole race. They're just following the leader, unfortunately. And here we go. Dive in, get the high ground. Boom. My corner, my position. Thank you. Top 10. Before the penalty, anyway. Right. Next lap. Esteban Ocon is the next target. Not going to be able to do that, are we, surely? No. He's just got the traction to outdo me. However, ooh, nearly went into the back of him then. Can't have that. So I got around the outside. It's sort of worked. Has it worked? Yes, it has. Just claim the high ground. That position is mine. P9 before the penalty. Right, so a few laps to get away. Skip forward to lap 12. We've gapped Ocon and Norris. For the most part, we should be just okay. Oh, this isn't going to help though. Look at that. Onto the grass we go. And now, obviously, this game is actually trying to be realistic. Throws you off when it comes to your tyres being dirty, so we try again. Lap 13. Ricciardo and Sainz just ahead. There's not much point getting involved in this because I'm not going to be able to keep a position, and I doubt I'm going to be able to do the both of them in 1 and a bit laps, although we've got that objective, whatever that is. That'll do. But anyway, that doesn't deter us. Turn that engine up for that VTEC, I suppose you could say, as the JDM fanboys would go. Right, last lap. Here we go. Ricciardo and Sainz. Ooh, nearly to the back of Ricciardo then. And we've got about the same traction coming out the corner. So, this is going to be for P8 on the track. Trying this side, that's not going to work, matey. I think we've compromised ourselves as well. Don't think we're going to be able to get it. Oh, we are. Possibly. We're going to send it. We have sent it down the inside. P8. Daniel Ricciardo is going to be very annoyed with me after this race because I've got the penalty. And he'll be like, I could have got Sainz in front of me. But no. It was literally just me doing the overtaking in this race. The AI didn't seem to be too interested in overtaking when it came to the wet conditions. But that's all the more better for me. Let me do the overtaking instead, guys. I'll have all the positions. Bottas wins the race. Fair enough. Nah, not a dive bomb, surely. No. Thought about it. Ricciardo's got close to me, but then again, that's always the case with this hairpin. So, powering out the second to last corner. Just one more corner to do. Flick it in. Car just about sticks. Anyway, P8 on the road, so that translates into P9 on the leaderboards. Alright, yeah, a bit of emotion would be nice. Whee! Driver of the day! Look at that! That's 2 in a row, isn't it now? Driver of the day.
So, another fantastic victory for the Silver Arrows. So, Anthony, what
Somebody's
made the
happy.
difference out there today? Well,
It'd be nice if he could do that a bit more in real life, instead of just on the game. They're all very happy as well. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Fortunately, we beat Ocon because of the time penalty only being 3 seconds. Hey, look, it's them 3 again. Just in a different order to the order we know them as. Almost feels wrong, but hey-oh.
Let's see what effect this result has
P9, 2 points. That's going to help us in our bid to keep away from Haas, Williams and Alfa Romeo, if they get anywhere near the points, that is. And look, Ocon down 1, Norris down, Stroll down, Gasly down, Kvyat down. Oh, sorry, Perez made an overtake, and then everyone else just pretty much finished where they started or down 1 because of myself and Perez. Ralph near the bottom again. Championship stands 12th place. Level of Stroll ahead of Norris. That doesn't seem right. But we are. Not complaining though.
Great work out there today. Let's have your thoughts. You really cut your way through the field today. What was your strategy?
The car was pretty well. Quite like that car in the rain. Not sure I fancy it again though. I think I'd rather keep it in the dry. Yes, it was a very nimble car. Ooh, this is an egotistical question, isn't it? Jesus Christ.
How do you feel the
That answer on the right, oh my god.
Appreciate your time.
Level 5 acclaim, very nice for the pair of us as well. The team acclaim is going, oh, is that level 7 or just under? Ah, just under. Got the money payouts as well, very nice. Keep it coming in. Damage? For what? I didn't crash. That's weird. Anyway guys, if you enjoyed the episode, please do leave a like on it and subscribe to the channel to see more in the future. I hope you do, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.